having fun in the hobby room. Hope you join me. Please subscribe. F86 build coming soon. More and more videos. Well, here I am with the fan here. Now, I've been told not to change the length of these wires, but I'm going to make extensions. These short extensions here using these 6.5 millimeter connectors. Same as I use on my ESC. So I can keep my ESC out and have this in underneath the bottom there. All neat and tidy. We'll show you that. This is going to be a bit of epoxy work to get this. And man, when we mount this, it's going to be in there forever. But oh well. I don't see any other way around this. That's yeah. Cut up here something, but I don't want to cut this for the wires. Just not happy with how the wires come out of this turbine. I'll make it use a different one next time maybe. Well, I gotta get these wires ready for soldering. And these ends. Now the ends are sort of easy. Because I use a jig here. Right? You can hold this as I solder in the end. It'll hold 3 at a time for me. I have this made for all different sizes. Okay, there. You get all 3 of these in here. Get 3 wires to solder. And hold them while we solder the wires to them. Okay, we got the 3 connectors there. Now, we have to tin them. Get a little flux. Same as the 3 wire ends. Okay, we'll do the one end first though. We'll get them tinned up so they fit in there nice. Now I use a flux, a solder resin. This is it here. Oops. I'm kind of close to the screen, eh? I don't know. Works really good for me. Okay, so, and I use a 3070 alloy solder. Okay, so I'll get these a little warm. And I'm going to get some solder inside them. In each of them, see? Put a little solder inside this one. And a solder inside this one. And the ends of these wires. So, I heat up one of these. This, twist that wire down in there, and boom. Oops, look at that. A cold solder. Oh, it is hot again. Pull that off. And don't pull it out until it cools off. Okay, it's cooled off. You can pull it out. That soldered on there really good. Okay, so that's one end done. Now, See the other's done. Get this gun hot again. These, can you see very good at all? It doesn't want to go in. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to add on one of this alloy solder. This is how bad. Okay. It's good and hot in there. Now, you heat off, let it cool. Okay. Another one going nice. One last one to do. The solder got heated up. How much put a little extra solder in there to start with this time? Okay. Oh, come on. Go down in there. Well, there it goes. Go. Get it in there. Now we have to let it cool. Okay, so I bet this is already exciting. Okay, there's another finished. Whoa, they were hot still. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, this one's cooled off. Check. We'll pull on them. Make sure that they are cleaned properly. Now, I'll bring some heat shrink down. Oh, I have a good size for this. Wow, that's pretty big, isn't it? Interesting. Just a touch small. That one fits. Now, we won't put shrink tube on all of these. And be very careful that you get right to the edges. You can go just a hair past if you have to. They can be trimmed off later. Get the shrink tube on. And shrink the tube on. There we go. Now, I'll shrink one more here, then I'm going to shut the video off and finish up making these wires, and I'll be back. We'll see how we'll get this fan started to install. There we go, okay? Be back shortly. Okay, so here I've got just a servo plugged into a simple receiver, my battery, my fan, my extensions are done. I got my fan, and then my 120 amp ESC, my BEC powered one. Everything ready to go here. This is just an 11 volt battery instead of 22 volt, but I'm just going to test it. I got this receiver bound to my DXI. Oh, there we go. Okay. Check. I have rudder control here. And whoa, Okay, sucking from the front and blowing out the black. That's what we want. That sounds pretty crazy. But okay, this little battery doesn't want to be spinning that big thing. But before I glue this in and get all these connections in the airplane, I want to make sure the fan's spinning the right way. Little things like that. I plan to use a DXI 6 I for flying. My 5 I just used to test this with. So then we know the fan's in the right direction. And I'm going to get and install this thing in half this airplane so I can put the wiring in and then glue the ducting in, or the plastic tube, and then I can do the other side. We'll get this tail put together. Okay, so what I have to do here is mount the fan in there. To do that, I'm going to tape the two halves together so that the turbine fits in nice. Make sure it fits both sides properly. Okay, I'm going to take this some small pieces of tape here. Spot at the bottom. Where's your... Well, that's create something. The wires are in the right places, so they don't fall out. Okay. There they are. Back on place again. Hold this together. Okay, so lay it held together. Go over here. Guess I should put all this stuff in it first, eh? Wires don't go all the way to the inside. They come out almost right away. For now, just have to get them all inside there. Okay. Wow. Okay, so with all the wires there. Now see, this fan's gonna fit in here really tight. So, want to make sure that it's positioned perfect before I put the screws in and hold it in so that I can join the wires and stuff down inside there and then bring the ESC up out through the hole here. So, we'll do this and I'll mount the turbine onto this one side only. Oops. You see that? Okay. It really fits in there tight. screws on both sides. I think it'll be a great fan for this plane. Yeah, mounts the screws. Then we can continue. Work on that right now.